Welcome back to another adventure video. This adventure video is going to be a bit different from the others since I have a main goal in this adventure video. The goal is going to be going for the giant mole pet, but we're not going to worry about that for now. For now, I'm going to start off the video with looting the Laren's keys that I've PK'd. Is that it? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. And surely this is it. And surely this is it. Okay, well, it's like what? Like a mill? Okay, yeah, not even. Not even. You know, I think one of these days I should just get like 100 Laren's keys, just buy it off of people and just like see if I can get any sort of Dagon high piece. Now, semi-recently, there's been a trend where people have been TBing themselves outside the Ferox Enclave with one account and then dropping items underneath it and putting a ring of coins on to appear as though there are items dropped underneath them, and so unsuspecting players go out and they accidentally get skull tricked. You're actually going to see a full video on that subject from Goody at some point. But for now, I ran into one of these guys, so I decided to try and PK him. Oh my god. The chance. Thankfully, he kept coming back. Oh my goodness, of course. He just lost his TB again. He just lost his TB again. Yes, I got him. Good fight, bro. There we go, finally. Oh, man. Hopefully a team doesn't come now. Otherwise, I'm dead. Nice. 20 mil PK. That guy was actually a good sport about it. Good fight, man. I want to start going for this giant mole pet now. But first, today's video is sponsored by GMG Performance. I have been a big, blind, dorky, nerdy loser fuck for the majority of my life who has sat in front of the computer screen withering away to nothing. For the last 3 years of that existence, I had prescription blue light glasses which protected my eyes from harmful blue light. For those that don't know, blue light gets emitted from your phone, your computer screen, your TV screen, just about every screen. Blue light causes eye strain, itchy eyes, headaches, and can even cause trouble sleeping. That's why I used to use blue light glasses with my prescription. That was all well and good until recently I had to go and mess it all up by getting LASIK eye surgery and permanently improving my vision. Thankfully, I didn't have to worry about it though, since I actually received new GMG Performance glasses in the mail that I've been using for the better part of 3 weeks now, and they've saved my precious little eyes a world of trouble in the recovery process. Blue light glasses are a no-brainer if you sit in front of a screen all day. Right now, GMG Performance glasses are actually 50% off until November 29th for Black Friday. You can check them out now by clicking my link in the description. Your vision is worth preserving. Big thanks to GMG Performance for sponsoring today's video. One thing I love doing in this game from time to time is hunting for pets, but not just any pets. I like going for the nostalgic boss pets specifically, since those are the bosses that I remember fondly. The one pet that I've wanted for a long time has been the baby mole pet, but it comes with the caveat of a 1 in 3,000 drop rate, which can lead to incredible dry streaks. Players have found themselves killing the giant mole over 20,000 times just to receive this pet, which does not bode well for me. Now, obviously the giant mole isn't a hard boss, but that didn't mean that players didn't have a hard time with it when the boss first came out. Back when it was released in March of 2006, players viewed this boss as a challenge. When it came to bossing or practically anything in RuneScape, players didn't really have all that much information. The only real information that players even had back then came from guides that they could find on forums, but even then, those guides weren't necessarily the best, nor did they have all the information. And just to give you a bit of perspective, the one guide that I actually did find on the giant mole was released 1 year after Giant Mole came out. Now, I know personally that I had absolutely no clue what the giant mole dropped back then, since things like the wiki didn't exist, but that didn't stop myself and others from wondering what the giant mole could potentially drop. The one item that the giant mole actually dropped that was worth killing it for was the Dragon Med Helm, which was one of the better helms that you could get back in 2006. At the time, this was a pretty coveted item, which drew players to wanting to actually kill the giant mole. The oldest video I could actually find on the giant mole was uploaded on December 1st of 2006, which was just a video of a guy wandering around for 3 minutes, killing it once, and cutting off the video the literal second he gets the kill. Now, players didn't really have any common sense back in the day, since we were all mostly like 12 years old, so giant mole wasn't something that players could just kill easily over and over. I even found one video of a guy running all the way from Lumbridge to Falador just to visit and die to the giant mole. One thing that I do remember that I couldn't end up finding footage of was a popular lure that players used to do back in the day, where one player would lure another to the mole cave without a candle. Now for those who don't know, being underground without candles in certain areas causes you to get attacked every game tick for 1 damage until you either obtain a light source, leave the area, or teleport out of the area. And back in the day, death mechanics used to be much more harsh, with deaths resulting in all but 3 items being dropped in the ground and appearing to others immediately and disappearing permanently after 2 minutes. Now again, I didn't have footage, but the closest thing I could actually find to it is actually a similar enough lure where players would lure others to Calphite Queen and just let them die and loot their stuff after. Regardless, the giant mole is a boss that is iconic to old school RuneScape, so naturally I chose my next pet to be the baby mole. Getting a pet on this game is a symbol of status, and I want to have the status of owning this pet. So I decided to grind for however long it takes to get this pet. The giant mole is a really easy boss to kill. I just bought myself some divine range potions, some stamina potions, prayer potions, cannonballs, a cannon, Kandarin headgear for a light source, and the Falador Shield 3, which gives me an indicator as to where the giant mole is at all times. When it comes to killing the giant mole, it is very straightforward, very easy. I could just safe spot it right here, then when it burrows down, I'll just pray melee and kill it in another spot. So it's not a big deal. There's really not much to it. It's looking to be like an average of like 70 kills per trip, I think. At a 1 in 3k drop, it's gonna take a long time. It definitely is gonna take a long time, but definitely willing to do it. So 1.3 mil is actually pretty good from 1 trip. I mean, obviously you're really not doing this for money though. I also realized I can grab myself an SGS, so I'm gonna do that. Also, thanks to this thing, I actually don't need to bring any light source because this is just all eternally lit. Completely forgot about that. What is that? Oh my fucking god, I got the pet. Oh my fucking god. I got the fucking pet. I got the fucking pet.
What pet, man?
Mole. Oh my god. 411 KC. What the fuck? Oh my god. Wow. I didn't even spend a day on this. Wow. People are gonna hate me. I had like a whole 2-week thing planned for this, man. I was gonna do 10,000 KC of this and see if I could get the pet. I didn't loot everything, by the way. But I mean, I'll show you, show you the loot, I guess. I mean, it wasn't even terrible money. That's the thing, man. Like, it was actually like kind of decent money. All right. So I got 5.8 mil. Within the total of the 388 kills, I would have gotten about 8 mil, I guess, if I looted like everything, but I didn't. So one mini game that I did not plan on ever actually playing in old school RuneScape was Soul Wars, but you do have the chance of getting a pet from it. And after I got the last pet so easily, I figured why not give it a try. Soul Wars isn't something that's new to old school RuneScape. In fact, it was released in the main game back in 2009. Whenever I do a pet grind for a boss, I like to look up old videos on the grind I'm doing to see how players interacted with the content when it was first released. The first video that I found on Soul Wars was actually uploaded a year before it was released. It was titled Soul Wars Guide, and the video itself was just a guy walking from Varrock to Barbarian Village. Just the kind of thing you get when watching a video from 2008. The next few videos I found were all pretty bad quality, but it was all players interacting with the update on the day of its release. One video had the description read, "New RS minigame, I had no idea what to do there." Now I wish I could pretend like I was any better when I was 15, but I was not. In fact, I only recently learned how Soul Wars works 12 years after the update when it was released into Old School. Now the lobby itself differs from RuneScape 3 to Old School. In RuneScape 3, the lobby is just that. A lobby. You can see the minigame itself in the background even. But in Old School, there is actually an entire island built around Soul Wars. There's actually a hell of a lot to do on the island as well. For starters, you have things like training spots, homeless people, slayer dungeons, a few different hunter training methods, basements and towers to explore. There's a decent amount of stuff to do on the Isle of Souls. When it comes to the rewards of the Soul Wars shop, you can go for experience, imbues, or various items from the Soul Wars shop. The item that I'm going to be going for is the Spoils of War. Opening each Spoils of War crate gives you a 1 in 400 chance at getting the pet from Soul Wars. Now, just to give you a very brief explanation of how Soul Wars actually works, you're effectively trying to get soul fragments to sacrifice to the soul obelisk to weaken the enemy team's boss and then killing it a total of 5 times. There's obviously a bit more to it than that, but honestly, who cares? I decided to start this off by just doing Soul Wars for like a couple hours. I think I ended up doing it for about like 3 or 4 hours, and I got a total of 431 zeal points, which 30 zeal points gets you a Spoils of War. Overall, for my first experience of Soul Wars, really not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so, I mean, I'm obviously going for a pet, but it's like a 1 in 400 shot. It's probably not happening, realistically. So, wait. Okay, I thought it just said I was being followed. I'm just stupid. I'm just being neurotic. I just read it up there, I guess. Oh my god! You can't make it up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. First time ever doing Soul Wars. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, may as well get the rest of my loot, right? I just can't believe it, dude. I don't even know how long this took. I got 420 points, so 1.1 mil, that's pretty good. And you know, for bronze man, this is actually probably would have been good earlier on. I really just didn't think there was a single shot that I was gonna get this little freaking pet, man. Look how freaking cool. This one's kind of a dweeb. I think this is the cool guy. This is like the chungus that everybody loves and looks up to and respects. These aren't the normal videos that I'm used to making, but I really do enjoy going for pets and making videos like this. So if you want to see me go for another pet, then let me know down below. We are very close to 400,000 subscribers, so please subscribe if you enjoyed, leave a like, and I will see you guys next time.